Now, when it comes to Taylor, I absolutely feel like he stood on business on picking Clark. I feel like Alandria should just go ahead and move on. But this just goes to show in Love Island, you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. She should have explored everybody, even though he was making it seem like he was just laser focused on her, like he's doing the new girl, Clark. And even Iris, I believe, Iris was like, do you think both of our couples are making it so it's hard for other people to explore us? So he's putting Clark in a box as well. So Clark needs to be careful because he can switch up clearly. But he's staying true to who he picked. So, I mean, you can't do nothing but respect that. But I do feel like he strung her along. But it was up to her to go ahead and explore other connections and not just stick with him. Now, after this, Alandria, move on to your next connection. Hopefully there's some bombshells coming through so she can just dead. This is what confuses me, right? During this conversation right here, she explained to her that she understands that Chris wants to explore her, but she's also into Chris and she wants to see where their relationship is going to go. So for them to sit on that couch and be like, why weren't you honest? Why didn't you just let us know? She told her this day. So I'm confused on what the confusion is. And I also find it odd that when Chris says the exact same thing Huda said, they all shut up. They all was like, okay, well, I mean, if that's you want to explore, you want to see, then you should explain to the group. He's like, I don't have to explain that to nobody. Me and her had that conversation. Y'all was just out the loop. Now, this does not take away that Huda do use tears to victimize herself. I understand that perspective. But in this case, she was honest with Shelly. And I also respect the fact that she still took up for Alandria, even though Alandria threw her under the bus. Now, if Huda never would have had this conversation and never would have said anything and just stuck to the line of, I'm bringing him back for you, I can understand. But that's not what happened. What y'all think about this? Now, I agree with Pepe when he said y'all was wrong for bringing Hannah home because they were making a connection, so it didn't make sense. In my opinion, if you wasn't making connections, then you should have sent Amaya home. Similar with last season when they kept Janaea, it didn't make sense because Rob left with no connection when he had one, but they dropped her. And I'm not going to hold y'all. I thought Pepe was going to take that moment to say, well, yeah, I really don't want to explore this connection anymore, but I'm kind of happy he did not put her on blast. But they're saying, look, you found her, so it all makes sense. They don't even understand and realize that he don't even want to explore her no more. And to me, they pick and choose, right? They say, well, if you're stuck on this one person, then we need to drop you because you're not exploring. But yet they validate why they keep people because they have strong connections. So to me, it's just a whole contradictory. Child, what y'all think about this? And follow that too.